talk about advertising. I have more admiration for advertising people than almost anybody because they can make us buy products that we don't need for the most ridiculous reasons and come up with the most ridiculous slogans and convince us of all kinds of stuff that's not true. The most brilliant minds in the world are advertisers. Schaefer, the one beer to have when you're having more than one. What does that mean? That means you go have a good beer, and if you get real shit-faced, then you might as well drink Schaefer after that. This is for Humira. H-U-M-I-R-A. Humira apparently is for rheumatoid arthritis. They give the commercial, and then at the end, the sweet-sounding lady says, some people with heart failure should not take Humira. Humira may lower your ability to fight infections. So tell your doctor right away if you've ever had tuberculosis, or are prone to infection, or if you get an infection. Do not start Humira if you have an infection, such as an open sore or the flu. There have been rare reports of serious and sometimes fatal infections and tuberculosis. Blood disorders and nervous system disorders, serious allergic reactions, and lymphoma have occurred. So ask your doctor if Humira is right for you. Is there any more classic line in the world of advertising than, if an erection occurs for more than 4 hours, see your physician? Are you kidding? If I took this stuff and had an erection for 4 hours, I would call every single woman I ever met. We don't need coverage of funerals, but what bothers me the most is that anything that they cover in the news, they do it because of their marketing research. Their marketing research shows that people like seeing funerals. Why do people want to watch a funeral? But they do, obviously. And I am telling you, mark my words, as ridiculous as it sounds, we're just a few years away from TFC, the funeral channel. Wait a second, the Christians worship Christ, who is a Jew. So who do the Jews worship? Well, the Jews worship, as close as we can get to Christ, is Moses. I said, well, what did Moses do? Moses led the Jews through the desert for 40 years. I said, at what point in time did the Jews realize Moses was not doing a good job? With a smile, says, won't you vote for me? And then I'll clean up the streets, and I won't charge a fee. And taxes so low, you'll live next to free. Well, you know, that's not how it's gonna turn out to be. I say, now that's not how it'll turn out to be. This is one of the craziest things in our society. Diets. We are obsessed with two things. We are obsessed with two things. One is dieting, the other is eating. The Atkins plan. You know, there was no word carb until the Atkins plan. Low carb, no carb, maybe carb, a little bit of carb. Carb this. How's Atkins doing now? Anyway, obviously I wouldn't take a cell phone call in the middle of the show. Well, it is a cell phone, and what the hell's more important? A live show or a routine cell phone call? Obviously a cell phone call is more important. Hold on just a second. Hello? Hi, how are you? No, I'm not shouting. No, this is the way you talk on a cell phone. Yeah, 6.5 times louder than normal. Says it right there in the manual. It's this idea that only young minorities have problems. Like an older white guy can't have any problems. I don't think this is true. And I feel a rap coming on right now. So much anger for those so young, killing each other in the name of fun. Well, you think it's screwed is your private domain, but 20 years from now you'll be totally insane. Well, here's a new wrinkle, there goes another hair. You keep on whining, but we just don't care. You all think we don't feel the rage just because we're white and middle-aged. You all think we don't feel the rage just because we're white and middle-aged. Take me home now.